Two-stroke fans, get ready. Oh, it sounds so great. Who doesn't love the sweet sound of classic high horsepower two-stroke drag bikes? If you love two cycles, you've come to the right place. We have 12 of the fastest two-strokes in the country ready to do battle in this Super Eliminator drag race. I'm talking about some sweet Kawasaki H2s, H1s, a Suzuki Water Buffalo, and more. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fastest track in Michigan. It is US 131 Motorsports Park and this annual extravaganza known as the Dash for Cash. A little bit of cloud cover, cooler temperatures, that's great for making horsepower, and we are set for a show. In this video, we're going to take you through round-by-round eliminations in Super Eliminator. We're also going to meet some of the players, including Smokin' Joe Molyneux, who is pushing the performance forward on these incredible two-stroke triples. I'm talking about 3 cylinders, no valves, no cams, and a swarm of angry bees. Let's get started. This is round number 1 of eliminations. Last year's winner, Thad Nell, you're taking a look at right now. Very innovative bike. That out of Ohio, out of Matrix Machine, a lot of trick parts on this motorcycle, including a Torrington head. He takes on Texas Dave, David J. Boyd from Georgetown, Texas. Owns 3 H2 750s. We're green off the line. Whole shot going to Thad. He is a tough Ohio racer. Top end of the racetrack. Yeah, last year's champ is moving on. 926 on a 922. Here comes a very special Kawasaki H1. It is historic. That was the first H1 in the 9-second zone. We did an entire video about it. Make sure you check it out on this channel. It was built by the great Paul Gast. This is Jeff Azendola taking on Rick Steiner. Oh, nice hole shot there for Azendola. Out of retirement. Listen to that little Kawasaki H1 go. Top end, give it to the H1 500, 1056 on a 1050. That brings up our next pair. Kevin Hutchinson on the bike known as the Water Buffalo, the Suzuki GT 750, taking on a very unique machine, a man who drove all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That is Eric Thomas and a Pro Street H1 frame with an H2 750 motor. Thank you, Eric, for running the Cycle Drag sticker. The man out of the cow shop, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's always tough. This should be a great first round showdown. Oh, tough break. Eric Thomas turns the red one on. 006. He drove all night to get here. That's the cruel nature of drag racing sometimes. Unfortunately, Eric going home. Hutchison going to the next round with that beautiful Water Buffalo. Oh, and here we go. This is what you got to love about old school drag racing. No starter card here. We'll see if he can get it fired.
Keep kicking.
That is Mark Seeley. Oh, let's hope that thing starts. These two strokes can be very temperamental. What do you think's wrong?
Want us to try to push you?
Let us know in the comments. What do you think's wrong?
Try to bump it.
As you can see, we offered to push him to give him a bump start. I don't know if he's going to make the call. Let's get some help from one of his buddies. A hand over the velocity stack. Is it flooded? Is it not getting fuel? What's the problem? Did it foul a spark plug? Well, that's unlikely because it should still start on 2 cylinders. And here comes an old school Suzuki GS 440. Yes, this class is open to 4 strokes as well. Super Eliminator is what it's known as. And this rider is going to get a free pass into round number 2. .131 light. We'll see how close to 1580 this machine can come. This is what you gotta love about bracket racing. Doesn't matter how fast you are, just how consistent you are. 15:57, and oh, what a matchup here. Two of the best looking Kawasaki H2s out there. David Derrick, near lane. You're taking a look at him. He is a welder by trade. He built that frame himself. He's taking on a very intelligent machinist, Smokin' Joe Molyneux. Smokin' Joe gets the win here via the red light. Smokin' Joe pushing the performance of his motorcycle. Look at that 890s. We're going to hear from Smokin' Joe coming up in this video. Next pair coming up, it'll be Roger Wilhelm. So great that Roger's out here. He is a cancer survivor. He is on Thad Neld's daughter's bike. That's Allison Neld's bike. Taking on Scott Allen, the mountaineer from Wheeling, West Virginia. Beautiful H2 750 here. This is our final matchup of round number 1. We've got green lights all around. 0-20 for Wilhelm. The mountaineer was late on the tree. It could cost him. Yes, it does. Wilhelm Jr. going to the next round on the strength of an 0-20. We've got a tough field coming back. So much fun here at the Dash for Cash. If you like two-strokes, if you have a two-stroke, make sure you are here next year. Contact myself, contact Cycle Drag, contact Tyler Fisher, and we'll get you all the information you need as we jump right into round number 2. Smokin' Joe once again. He will be taking on Roger Wilhelm Jr. Great matchup. Who do you like? But Smokin' Joe has been making a lot of parts on the CNC machine. He has a 3D printer that he's made some of these components with. A very intelligent guy who continues to push the envelope on this old school two-stroke triple drag racing. Molyneux off the line. He red lights. Negative 038 for him. Wilhelm going on to the next round. 954 and a 950. Tough break for Smokin' Joe. Stay with us. We're going to hear from Smokin' Joe coming up. And there's the Water Buffalo, ladies and gentlemen. A truly classic and iconic bike by Suzuki. Kevin Hutchinson serves as the moderator online for the Super Eliminator Group. To give you some background about the Suzuki GT750, that was the first ever water-cooled 3-cylinder, 2-stroke motorcycle made by Suzuki from 71 to 77. In fact, it was the first Japanese motorcycle with a liquid-cooled engine. Here's another fact for you. All 3 cylinders were not separate pieces. This machine featured just one cylinder head. It was all one piece. Machinists tell me it made them sweat when they were boring these things out, because if you made one mistake, you ruined the entire block. Very different from the Kawasaki's, which had 3 cylinders that all came apart with 3 separate cylinder heads. Final matchup here. Defending champ looking to go on another round. Thad, he's out into 920. The old school Suzuki GS dialed in at a 1580. There we go, green lights. At least one green light. Thad's got to wait patiently. Oh man, what happened to Thad? Not sure what happened there. The other side broke out, it looks like, and Thad's gonna get a gift. Oh my goodness, Thad with a gift. Wow, that rider of the GS is gonna be kicking himself.
What happened on that pass?
He broke out. Right lane broke out by a mile.
He broke out. Did I see the tree drop on this side?
Pardon?
Did the tree drop on this side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just gave it away.
Gave it away.
Wow, that was a gift, guys. He had him covered by about 2 football fields. Let's check in with some of the racers now, and especially let's get some background on the world's first 9-second H1 of Jeff Azendola.
Yes.
Drag bike fans, you're looking at an historic 500cc machine now owned by Jeff. How you doing, Jeff?
Pretty good, man.
Give me the last name one more time.
Anzal Dua
From?
Potterville, Michigan.
We're having a great time at this race. We're celebrating two strokes. Two strokes. This machine has a lot of history. Tell me about it.
Absolutely. This bike is a one-of-a-kind engine that was built by Paul Gast and Doug James back in the mid-'80s. Back then, H2 two-strokes were dominating pro stock, so they decided to build a 500 with all the tricks of the H2 750s. And this was the very first ever machine in the world, a 500cc, to run in the nines. It went 983 at 1983 at Gulfport, and then it backed it up with a 986 at Englishtown later that year.
Truly
So
amazing.
Pretty historical bike, and I'm just honored to have it.
And what do you think about all this interest in two strokes this many years later in these triples?
I'm pretty jazzed up about it. I mean, it's an amazing thing. When we first got into the triples, I had no idea what was going to happen with them, and it's a fantastic thing. And to be able to campaign this bike again, thanks to David Derrick, we got it back to the track, and we're running in the mid-10s, and we're looking to go in the high 9s.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much. It's
Piece of history.
Sweet machine. Pipes by Puppet.
Puppet built the pipes. How about
Yeah.
that?
Doug James did all the fiberglass. It's a one-off machine. It's got transfer ports internally that are larger than the external transfer ports on an H1. They are massive. The rings only last about 40-50 runs because of the large ports. They flex. So yeah, it's an on-the-edge machine, and it's made to get it done.
Beautiful. Man, I love these two strokes. Let's catch up with Smokin' Joe. All right, here with Smokin' Joe Molyneux, one of the leaders in two-stroke drag racing performance, and we got Mild and Wild here. We got your all-out H2 drag bike, and then we got a piece of history. Some of our historians are going to be salivating at this original paint 73 H2 750 Widowmaker. Joe, I got to ask you, with so many options in motorcycle drag racing, typically we see the boost of the 14, the GSXR 1000. Why the old school triples?
Well, when I was a little kid, I think probably before I came out of the womb, the first thing I heard was a 400 Kawasaki triple with Denko expansion chambers on it. So I remember when I was a little kid, my dad had set me up on the gas tank and take me for rides on the bike. And when I was probably about 5 years old, my dad campaigned this bike at our local racetrack. He ran it for several years. He was points champion at Thompson Drag Raceway for those years. And then he sold the bike, and it was gone for almost 10 years. And my mom tracked it down. It was in some guy's basement, all crusty, and she bought it back for a graduation gift for me, actually.
Well, these bikes are tremendously collectible now. I see that you've got this one popped up a little bit. This isn't stock from Kawasaki. I want to talk a little bit about the innovation that you've brought over to your drag bike, because you continue to push the limits. Guys like you, Bill Baxter, and this Super Eliminator contingent that really is just trying to squeeze every bit of performance out of these things. It's great. What do you got going on this bike?
Well, the blue bike, you can see there's a lot of shiny aluminum parts on there. There's a lot of handmade stuff. The cylinder heads I made, they're based off of a Yamaha combustion chamber design. The clutch cover, there's Mike Petrellis in Southern Ohio makes those. He's a full-time machinist, but he has a sweet tooth for H2s, and he's made some awesome stuff for them. The carburetor bells, I just 3D printed those a week ago. There's a lot of stuff that's handmade. The ignition rotor's handmade, the foot peg brackets. I mean, you know, parts have been obsolete for these engines so long too. You know, it's like you find a set of pistons that'll work for you, or something that's close that you can modify it to get to fit the bill, you know.
Well, thank you so much for showing us. Sorry about your red light. That was rare.
yeah.
Who's your pick to win this thing?
Roger Wilhelm. He's a longtime bracket racer. I've watched him win a lot of races, and I've watched him win a lot of races on an H2 750, so he'd probably be my pick to win.
Well, here we go. Who's your pick? That's the question. We got Wilhelm, Neal and Hutchison all left in competition. 2 fast H2s and a water buffalo. Who do you like, ladies and gentlemen? And we want to thank Smoke and Joe. It is so cool that the young man shares in his passion for two-strokes and is forging ahead with the technology. Here we go, semifinals coming. And check this out, Thad's got to run his own bike. He let Wilhelm Jr. borrow the H2 750 far side of the racetrack. Defending champ's going to try to take out his own bike and continue on here. What has been a very tough field. Winner to go to the final. Oh, whole shot, Wilhelm Jr. He goes 0.75. Thad was late. Top end of the racetrack, win light coming on. Give it to Wilhelm Jr. And that brings up the Water Buffalo. The two-stroke, water-cooled 3-cylinder machine. This bike was the successor of the T500. Does anybody remember the T500 Suzuki two-stroke? Fun fact, that's the motorcycle Larry Spider-Man McBride started out on, the Suzuki T500. After the T500, it was the Water Buffalo. Looks like the Water Buffalo is wisely going to break the beam and save it for the final. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an old-school Kawasaki versus Suzuki match coming back. Who do you like? Let me know.
How great of a feeling is that? Pretty great. Congratulations, you're coming back for the final. What are your thoughts heading in?
I'm going to take it.
Good luck. No shortage of confidence.
Hutchison said he's going to take it. Wilhelm Jr. feels the same way. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. Final time. The Water Buffalo. The Suzuki GT 750 up against the Kawasaki H2. Faster of the two motorcycles is that Water Buffalo. There's a look at the aforementioned case we were talking about. It's all one piece cylinder head. Those 3 cylinders all connected. Not the case for that Kawasaki H2 750. 3 different cylinder heads, 3 different cylinders. They all come apart. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Final time. Who do you like? Whole shot going to the Water Buffalo. 0.66 to an 0.79. Wilhelm trying to play the game. Who can run the number down at the far end? Give it to the Kawasaki H2 750.
Hey, congratulations. Wow. I know you probably would have rather have won this thing, but the bike that you let your buddy borrow wins it.
Yes, sir.
How's that feel?
Great.
Boy, he was sharp as nails to take you out in the previous round, huh?
Yeah, he got me on the tree.
How do you guys know each other, and how did you end up letting him borrow the bike?
We've been buddies for 41 years.
Oh, wow. So you certainly trust him with your motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you two were going at it in the semis, I take it there's no punches pulled between teammates, right?
Oh, no, he wouldn't lay down. I wouldn't expect it.
Overall, what do you think about this weekend? I mean, we see so many two-strokes out here, such great competition. How wonderful is it to see these triples out here competing?
Oh, I love it. That's why I let him join the field. He loves them. I wanted him to get on a bike, and mine was running, so I said, why don't you ride that one?
So maybe we'll keep this class growing.
Yeah.
We're going to see your daughter back out here, too?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Well, you guys enjoy. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dad.
That is Thad. Last year's winner comes home with a 3rd place performance this year and watches his motorcycle go to the winner's circle. That's got to be a great feeling. Guys, I certainly hope you enjoyed this video. Do you love two-strokes like I do? Please, if you ever had a two-stroke, share a story. If you have one now, if you know where one is for sale, if you want to come out and race with us, please join us next year at the Dash for Cash. We'll also have this category in the Man Cup Series, especially at the finals coming up Valdosta, Georgia, November 21st through the 24th. It's going to be a big one. Lots of H2s. This was a great race, though. Even a little evening entertainment. How about that? It is the Dash for Cash at Martin, Michigan. The staff worked so very hard, got it all in one day. Also the home of the Super Sled Shootout. We saw all the different snowmobile teams having a great time. Cycle Drag will be there next year, so make sure you join us It is the Dash for Cash in Martin, Michigan, and we will make sure that the world's quickest and baddest two-strokes are there as well. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, leave us your feedback. What did you like? What didn't you like? Reminisce about these great motorcycles who had one. If you know anyone who loves two-strokes, whether it's asphalt, dirt, anything in between, share this video with them. Let's keep this love of two cycles alive. These are such incredible bikes. And more than anything, if you like what you see here, make sure you're subscribed to Cycle Drag on YouTube for all the videos. Smash the bell for notifications. Make sure you like CycleDrag.com on Facebook. And on the Cycle Drag YouTube channel, you can see an in-depth feature on that H1 500. We also talked to Paul Gast. That's up there right now. Make sure you check it out. Thanks so much for the feedback, guys. Let us know where you're watching from. And don't forget to subscribe. Much more coming. Join the 65,000 plus who have already subscribed to this channel. Thanks so much.